Hello, and welcome to the Ectohead channel. It's 2026, and we are at the start of what could reasonably be termed the most promising year for disclosure. The Steven Spielberg movie is months away, and I'm not sure that it'll be the tool for prizing open the lid of the UFO UAP cover-up that some of us hope it will be. We can speculate all we want about the past and close encounters of the third kind. But would lightning strike twice? Could it? And so, to today's talk. What if it's not about us? You know, the aliens, abductions, the cattle mutilations, etc., etc. What if it's not about us? Humanity. Being human is difficult. There's so much baggage that comes along with it that sometimes it's tough to breathe, to inhale, and to take a moment to consider just what a tiny speck of life we are and the vastness of everything. We are minuscule. We are infinitely small. And if that wasn't bad enough, we're located in the backwater of our galaxy, alone. And given our tendencies as a species, that's probably a good thing. Nope, there's not much to recommend the human race. We're irrational, emotional, full of ego, pride, and we've got nuclear weapons. And that brings me neatly to our place in the small earthly scheme of things. There is no doubt that something is going on. We have stepped fully through the looking glass, and we've emerged on the other side even more clueless than we went in. Stepping through our reflection has yielded precious little in terms of useful information, and the new paradigm we now inhabit has furnished us with an important but slippery truth. It seems we finally know we are definitely no longer alone. And it's from within this elusive framework we are left to pick through all the information we currently have, just like we've done 1,000 times before. And it's tough to find anything new amongst the wreckage of ufology. We as humans place ourselves at the centre of everything. We tell ourselves that we're God's greatest creation, his finest work, created in his own image, and given our rather isolated place in the universe, it's not hard to see why we glorify ourselves that way. Our common frame of reference for sentient life is severely limited. So it's no surprise that these benevolent aliens are coming here for us, to educate us, to shepherd us through our species' teenage years. History tells us we are abducted, tested, told stories and shown pictures of our future and its terrors if we don't change our ways. This alien intelligence is fond of wagging its paternal finger at us. They treat us with a kind of benign neglect. The only thing we can rely on are the truths we're told from experiences, and the recollections they have are mercifully similar. And, as a species, we're good at finding patterns. So this is at least an area that we can make some progress into. They are coming here, and they are doing things. They come to us when we least expect it, at least initially, and they take us, they test us, just like we do to laboratory animals. Then they interfere with our ability to recollect the experience and pop us back where they found us, sometimes in somebody else's pajamas. They also have been stumbled upon and more often than not are seen conducting tests in the environment, on the flora or taking soil samples. The stellar Linda Moulton Howe has pondered for decades on the cattle mutilation phenomena and stands as the preeminent figure on the subject, and after many years of investigation comes to a tentative but valid conclusion of hybridization. That they're taking our genetic material and the material of bovines for most likely a program of mixing human and alien DNA, and additionally sustenance, respectively. She talks also about souls being recycled by these beings, thereby lending some speculative weight to the ancient idea of reincarnation, and I personally hope that this is true. I would prefer it if my energy and the paltry lessons I've learned during my lifetime can somehow be of value. But there it is again. The sting of ego, hubris, and the thought that somehow I'm special, that I deserve to go on. A British investigator called Richard D. Hall looked into this issue and came up with a theory through investigation that I begrudgingly found myself agreeing with. His conclusion was wonderfully simple and direct, as many great conclusions are. Radiation. Yep, radiation. Not souls, not hybrids, just good old-fashioned radiation. They're testing humanity. They're testing us inside, they're testing us outside. They're testing our environments and, more importantly, testing the animal that ingests that very same environment. The humble bovine quadruped, or as we like to call them, cows. And why? Well, I'll tell you why. We are just the current tenants. Planet Earth isn't ours. It doesn't belong to us. It never did and never will. We're just the species that inhabits this big old planet, and that's been largely a matter of luck. How many civilizations have come and gone? People in the know who claim they are part of the UFO recovery program have stated on more than one occasion that this has been going on for longer than we've been here. And that repeated statement gives credence to the fact that these visiting beings are doing so for the benefit of the planet and not for the human race or cows. They come here and regularly take the temperature of the planet in an ongoing and systematic fashion that seems to lead strongly to the conclusion that their primary concern is the planet and not us. And why, after all, should that be so distasteful? Humanity will be gone in the blink of an eye, but the planet will remain, long after our ridiculous political squabbles about race and religion are rightfully consigned to oblivion. If we want to be part of this alien agenda, then we must recognize our position in the hierarchy of things and start to deal ourselves into the game in a way that makes sense, in a way that speaks to these others. Because right now, we're the problem and not the solution. They don't care if we come and go as a species. They will only care if we give them a good reason to. Humanity isn't the golden apple of God's eye. We are, it seems, the irradiated pebble in his sandal. Do let me know what you think in the comments below. Do like, subscribe and share. And if you would like to send me an account of your own personal experience, then you can email me on ectohead@proton.me. That's ectohead@proton.me. Until next time, bye-bye.